all in all, pretty nice. But now I'm gonna work my magic real quick on this heel. And there you have it with the Nike Air on the back. Focus. What's up YouTube, it's your boy M Harvey SK, and as you guys saw in that little intro, that was a previous video of me showcasing this pair of custom Nike Air conversion I did. Now I'm going to show you guys how to actually do it yourself. First off, huge shout out to B.T.S Restorations for making this possible. Now let's get into the supplies. I suggest you pause right now so you can write everything down. If not, I'm going to go through it right now. First off, you need something to work on. In this case, cardboard. Of course, you need the Nike Air conversion kit from B.T.S Restorations, X-Acto knife, something to cut the Jumpman off with. I use Loctite all-purpose glue. It's the best one in my opinion. It's durable and it's flexible, and it's shock resistant and water resistant, so it's pretty awesome. And I'm also going to be using some adhesion promoter so I can paint the Nike Air lettering. And I'm going to be using Angelus Light Gray. Sometimes you don't have to paint it. Like for this pair I did on the military blue, it had white, so I didn't need to paint those. But on this bread pair, I'm going to have to paint it. Now let's get into the cutting of the Jumpman. I got a fresh not exact knife, razor blade, and I just have at it. I already worked on the arms and legs of this, so it's not going to take too long. And I fast forwarded it, so don't have to worry about too much. But as you can see, I just left and right motion all the way down the Jumpman. And as I said, I did the arms and legs first so I could get the whole piece as one solid piece, so I could have it like kind of as a display piece. You don't have to do that, but I like to display them. Make sure not to cut too deep, just a thin slice. Alright, once you cut off the Jumpman with your razor blade, it should be looking like this. You don't want to go too low and cut into the back part. But once he's looking like this, it sort of reminds me of like a mummy from all the back and forth motions while I was cutting. Excuse me. Then you're going to go grab your, dang, I totally forgot what this, rotary tool. And with the attachments you could buy from B.T.S Restorations, using, I forgot what the grit was for this, but the roughest one first, so you could bring it down closer to this part. But yeah, let me just alright, just a little quick update. The ball and his arm is gone. Don't mind this, you just want it to be smooth. Closer it is to smooth, easier will be the next step. I'm going to get rid of him, and then I'll get back to you when we switch over to the other grits right here. Yep. I suggest you wear glasses or goggles for this, because my eyes are getting completely dusted right now. Yeah, so wear goggles. Safety first. Once you get it down to here, you know that it is now time to switch over. It's fairly smooth right now. This leg got a little bit, but I'll clean that up with the next grit. And just switch that over nice and easy. Just alright, it's like a million years later, but not because it took a long time, but because I took forever to, my camera cut off. Now I'm finally recording again. But as you can see, Jumpman's gone. You can kind of see a little bit of him, but all in all, he doesn't exist anymore. I got a fake pair of bread for us. Got Jumpman there, Jumpman on the sole, but I ain't got nothing on the back. Time to put on the Nike. First thing first for the Nike Airs, we got to prep them to actually paint them, because as you see, I have a black set. And first thing, you peel off the little stickers and you see the adhesion on the back of the Nike Air. This is to make it easier to paint, not to actually stick on your shoe. If you stick it on with just a little sticky adhesion, it won't stay on the heel tab. So I stick them to the newspaper, then I spray them down with some adhesion promoter to get the paint to stick onto them better. And I have no idea who that person is on this newspaper. That's a newspaper I got from Cal State Long Beach. Just a couple quick coats of the adhesion promoter should do very well. Once we get that set, I'm actually using Meltonian leather spray paint instead of Anzus paint. You could use either. I like this one because my airbrush was broken at the time. And once you finish painting, you could start, let this focus real quick, but you could start peeling off that sticky residue on the back that helped it, so when you paint it, it doesn't move around and everything. Just peel that off, because that, you don't want that to get in the way of the glue that you actually put on to make it stick to the actual heel tabs themselves. So it's easy, you can just rub it off, it's nice and easy. As you can see, it's not meant to have you stick it onto the heel tab, it will come right off. And also get some tape ready, because when you glue this on, this glue takes, I think, 30 minutes to set. Yeah, it takes 30 minutes to set, so you're going to have to hold it into place. So what I use is just regular masking tape. I just fold it onto itself, halfway and halfway, so that the sticky side is gone. And then I put 2 pieces of tape on each end, so I could tape it around the heel cup. Not the heel cup, but the heel tab, so the Nike lettering doesn't move anymore and it could have time to cure. This glue takes 24 hours to cure, but once it cures, it's essentially permanent, unless somebody decides to just, I don't know, flat tire your shoe while you're walking. God willing that doesn't happen, and this glue may hold up to it because it is shock resistant, but it may not. Now at this point, grab your cell phone or your computer and find a reference image so you can see exactly what you're going to do. The reference images are perfect to help you not line up your work, but eyeball where you need to place everything. B.T.S Restorations makes the perfect size Nike Air logos for whatever size shoe you order. I think this was a size 11 or 12, so you don't have to worry about the sizing being off or anything. And it's pretty simple. You get your glue, you could put it on, I believe this time I put it on I put it directly onto the swoosh and the lettering, but you could also make a little pile of the glue and either use a paintbrush of some sort and spread it out evenly all along the lettering, or you could do it this way. I'm pretty sure in this video I did both ways, but as you see, you don't put too much. You don't want it to squeeze out the sides too much, but if it does squeeze out the sides, that is not an issue at all, because within that 24-hour time period you could still remove excess glue, so that's not a concern at all. I sped it up real quick because it was very not stressful but strenuous. It was hard to do, especially with the camera. Like with the camera, it makes everything awkward. Like I would work right in front of me, but with the camera I gotta work around the camera. But once I get glue on it, I suggest you start with the swoosh because that's the biggest piece. And once you line up the swoosh, the N and the I is perfectly lined up because the K and E are actually attached to the swoosh, just like on our original OG Jordan. So once you get the swoosh and the K and E down, the I and the N is super easy. And then the AIR for the air underneath the Nike swoosh, that's also pretty easy as well. As you can see, it's not completely sticking down by itself, so you have to hold it for a little bit. You could hold it by hand for 30 minutes, but that's insane. That's why I set up the tape strap that I made. And once you get the KE down, go ahead and put the I and the N down. It's all really easy. It's common sense at this point. Once you clean the tabs, get rid of the Jumpman, it's time for the gluing. As you see, I got the I down. Now I'm going to work on the N. And you kind of want to do this a little fast so the dry time is all consistent with all the pieces. Then I just taped over with the strap and said a little prayer. I always say a little prayer with anything that I have to cover up with tape, because I don't know what's going on underneath at that point. Now I'm getting into the air lettering, and as you can see, I'm using tweezers because these are the smallest part. And I start with the I because the I could line up with the middle stitch on the bottom suede. I don't know if you can see it right now, but the I is in the direct middle. So once you get the I, then you can do the A and the R. They're opposite each other, evenly opposite, if that makes sense. Now I got the A on, and checking my reference image to make sure I get it in the right placement. Once you get the A and the I on, obviously you go over to the R, and I'm doing the technique where I make a little puddle of super glue, Loctite super glue, and I'm using my tweezers to dip it in once again. And the R is actually the easiest of these three letters in my opinion, because it has the biggest I guess hole in the top part where the R is, and you could get a little bit of extra glue in there and it makes it more stable. In my opinion, the I is the hardest because it has the least surface area, but yeah. As you can see, got the glue set. Here's a little sneak peek before the glue actually cures. And once again, don't worry about the excess glue because you have 24 hours to take that off. As I restrap it to make sure that the piece is set into the right locations. Here's one more sneak peek before I let it dry. And actually, this was actually a few hours later. The glue had dried a little bit, and this is what I mean by you could remove the excess glue. You could use a razor blade like I do here, or you could actually use your finger. And as you can see, it comes right off. Just a little bit of scratching to get a nice clean look. This doesn't remove the glue from underneath the logo, so you're still got the same strength. This just removes the excess that seeped out when you press down over the tape. But I don't think I scratched all the glue off in this clip, but you get the idea. It's kind of difficult to get it like where the E is with the little legs on the E. I used a small flathead screwdriver to get in there, like a cell phone screwdriver, or glasses I guess, and I just scratched it out. It wasn't difficult at all. It was a little harder than this obviously because my giant fingers, but it wasn't difficult at all. Here they are with the completed Nike Airs. Conversion went well. I still got a little bit of glue I gotta take off right here, but all in all, they are done. Give you a good look at the shoe. There's that Nike Air. That's what we're here for. Here's a shot of both of the Nike Airs next to each other. As you can see, it came out great. Thanks to B.T.S Restorations working it up with the conversion tabs. To purchase some conversion tabs yourself, I'll leave the link down below. I actually hit up B.T.S Restorations to see if we could figure out a way to get you a discount for maybe buying multiple pairs. And he doesn't just do conversion tabs, he also does actual replacement tabs for your old J's, or you just want the Nike Air OG feel. But anyways, thank you guys for sticking with me this long. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment down below if you liked this video. And until next time, guys, I'm out. This is your boy M Harvey SK. I got a basketball game in 4 hours. I gotta go to bed. Good night.